Hey guys, I'm Plasma, and today, in my last video, I showed you how to install Windows Vista on VirtualBox, but in this one, I'll be showing you how to install Windows XP. So this here will be the Media Center edition because that's the one I have. So you can call it whatever you want. I'm just going to call it Windows XP Media Center, and I'm going to set it as the recommended, which is 128 megabytes. I'm not actually going to add a VHD right now because my C drive is low in storage. So you go to settings, storage, I think controller IDE is the one you should use. You can change it to SATA if you want, but sorry. You should just go with the one that comes with the thing. Emulator HDDs and WinXP MCE. And then the recommended is 4 gig, but I'm gonna change it to 10 gig. And then create. And then you don't really need a floppy controller, so you can just remove that, but you're gonna need a disk. And that's of course, your ISO file is a floppy file, like an IMG file instead of an ISO. No, it's not the right one. Yeah, I think this here's it, but I can't remember. So that's not it. That's my old Windows 7 ISO. I will play the video once I have the right disk. Okay, so once you have the right disk, once you have the right ISO file, you click Start and then press F12 and CD-ROM, and then it should boot into Windows Setup. If not, you're doing something wrong. And it should take a while because it's loading the files. Oh, oops. Oh. And it should start Windows. And then it should say welcome to setup. And then to set up Windows XP now, F8. You can read it if you want. You don't have to. You have to format the space. I will unpause the video whenever it's finished. So once it's partitioned, it'll examine all your disks. It doesn't really take too long. And then it should copy the files for Windows. So like whenever this here restarts, you boot from the hard disk. I will unpause the video whenever it's finished. So once that there is finished downloading, it should initialize your XP config, and then you can reboot your computer and boot from the hard disk. And it should show the Windows XP startup, and it'll start downloading. So during this here, you don't really have to do anything. You just kind of wait. So I will unpause the video whenever that is finished. So after about 5 minutes or so, it'll come up with this here, like region settings and stuff. So you just change that to whatever place you're from. And then you can change your languages and your keyboard settings. I think. No, that's time zone? I'm confused. So once you're finished with that, you just click apply, okay, and then next, and then you can put in your name. I'm just going to put in WinXP, and then, oh, and you need this here. Oh, no you don't. And then you can change all your stuff. I'm going to do that right now. And then it will continue with the update, which shouldn't really take too long. So after a while, it'll come up with network settings. It's easier just to go for typical, so that's what I'm going to go for. And then it'll continue with the update, and then it'll copy files. I will unpause the video whenever that's done. So after the update, it will restart, and then you boot from the hard drive, and it will boot into the setup screen, the one with the music, I think. I'm pretty sure anyway. Okay. Yeah, this here's the one with the music. It's kind of popular. The music is. So, once it finishes, it starts playing the music and that animation. And then you just press next. You can recommend. You should like get automatic updates. Like even though there's not any updates, not like any new updates, like since support ended in 2014, there still is like updates, like because the series is just the base edition. So I recommend it. And I recommend just going for whatever was there. That's what I always do. Microsoft registration doesn't really work anymore, so that's why I don't really do it. You can just call out there whatever you want, and then whenever you're finished, it boots straight into Windows XP. And since this here is the Media Center edition, this here will have a different theme. It'll have the Royale theme, but you can just go in and change that in the control panel. Just go here, here, and you can change it to Windows XP, which is the more known one. And then it is now the more known one. So I will do some things in this here. I will show you how to get it full screen, because whenever you go into a window, it's just like that there, or if you want the full screen, it goes like that there. So what you do is you go to Devices, Install Guest Editions, and it should come up with a wizard. Yep, and then you can just go here, here. You can turn on direct 3D support, but you have to run safe mode, and there's not really much use. You can use it, but I haven't really found any use for it. At least in Vista and 7, it enables Arrow. So whenever it's finished, which doesn't really take too long, it'll ask you to reboot, just like the Vista one. It's not good. So that really takes this long. I will unpause the video whenever it's finished. So it'll make a. Sorry, I just missed it because my recording was paused. But it will make a hardware plugged in noise. So it doesn't take too long. So it will show up this here thing that says file progress. It doesn't really stay all that long. Kind of goes away after a while. And then it should be nearly finished by now. And then you just have to reboot. And then you can change to full screen. And then you just have to wait. It should say should show the BIOS, and then go to the Windows XP boot up screen, and then oh, there we go. So that was how you install Windows XP in VirtualBox. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe for more like this. See you in the next video.